Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 147 of MMT Millennial Movie Talk. If we sound like the audio is a bit clearer, it's because we're back in person.
I'm back.
We're also probably looking better too.
Don't call it a comeback.
Speak for yourself.
You know the I'm Back song, right?
I'm back.
Have you not heard?
I'm back. What? What is the I'm back song?
You're in for a treat.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I
Talking,
only know
I'll
it from
get. I'm back
Transformers.
up.
My name is Braden. I'm one of your hosts. It's been a while. They've got energy in the room tonight. Nothing to talk about, but good energy in the room.
Are you ready
I'm Braden. I'm joined as always by the wonderful Michael.
Hello.
The wonderful Steph.
Hello.
And the wonderful Alex.
Hello.
I was hoping you were going to cue up the song at the
Oh
exact
no, I
time.
will. It's just YouTube ad.
Oh, we love a YouTube ad.
Just got a YouTube
the
ad.
only
Go
monetization
play it.
I think
It's,
we'll ever have.
It's a can't wait. If you can't wait, pull over.
Steph's back.
Steph is back.
I am
We're
back.
back and she's back.
Well,
back.
Steph's back. We're just back.
I'm back. I'm trying to get it up.
It's not going.
Trying to get it up, guys.
Who's it by?
It's. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I just got to get it to the right.
Wait, what?
What? No, I've never heard of this.
Have you not heard of this?
Oh my
No.
god.
It's about Tobey Maguire being in
By day,
No Way Home.
day by day.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's amazing.
Isn't it great?
That's a bop.
How many times have you listened to this?
Many.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I quote it.
Is that his scream that they've put in the back when they're singing "I'm back"?
Yeah,
Is
he's
that-
I'm back.
Because he says that in
Yeah,
the film.
it's just everything he says in the film, but they've made it like
They've
a.
auto-tuned a bit.
Auto-tuned it.
Wow, that was a random start to the episode. I
No,
wasn't
that's
expecting
funny,
that.
man.
Steph, how was America?
It was lots of fun. It was very COVID safe.
Really?
Except Tennessee.
Except the deaths.
Wow, no shock there.
Yeah, but apart from that, like it was. Oh, and Mardi Gras. That wasn't very COVID safe, but.
That checks out.
Masks indoors. Show your proof of vax everywhere, like to enter.
Did you
any
just
kind
show
of
your
premise.
Aussie one?
Yeah, to show the international certificate.
Because otherwise they're like, what the fuck is that?
And even so, they were like
Australian?
here, with your ID, you had to show your proof of vaccination to get in anywhere.
Yep.
So it was really good.
That's good.
You know? Yeah,
That's cool.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Hope we reach that point here.
Didn't see any celebrities.
Shucks. Big country. Get him next time.
Get them now. I'll get them next time.
Get him next time.
Get 'em
We'll
next
hunt
time.
down. What's the celebrity that you'd like?
Well, I
to
think
see?
the,
Chalamet.
You'll find Timmy.
did you go to LA?
I went to California. I didn't really spend time in LA.
Okay.
You don't
I was in
want to.
Universal
You should-
Studios.
I was gonna say because I feel like if you do want to see a celebrity,
Yeah.
all you have to do is just like stay in one spot in LA for like.
But I don't
3
think that's
hours.
true anymore. I think even the celebrities know better than to stay in LA.
LA's scary and seedy.
Well, I mean, like from people who live in LA, like you hear stories of like.
I just ran into
going
this
to cross the
person.
street and
Yeah.
like
True,
a
but,
car
like-
like stopping so they don't hit you, and the person driving the car is Robert Downey Jr. Like that's a story I've heard before.
yeah, I mean they.
But I
they
feel
live
like
there, so that's the
yeah,
thing.
you definitely have a
They're
greater
around.
chance in your day to day
They're
life
around.
if you're spending
we
every
see the
day.
Fairbairn boys.
We see the Fairbairn boys
Yeah.
here.
I suppose like Beverly Hills. You'd
screenings.
have to hang around
Screenings.
Beverly Hills, the posh parts. You wouldn't
Yeah.
go to like Inglewood or.
But the strips, with
Strip
the
clubs are
stars,
full of them.
with the stars and the impersonators at the front. That's pretty grummy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the Times Square Elmo.
I did see the Times Square.
I saw that in a photo.
And the Times Square Luigi.
Why didn't you get a photo with them?
Charlie
they charge
Day?
you photo?
Are they
You
like?
saw Charlie?
They
is
charge
that
you money?
Is that a thing? Like, is that a fake? I just thought there were two guys
No, the
dressed up
Times.
as Elmo.
That's they're staples of Times Square. They're a thing.
Are you kidding me? They just like
Why
photoed
didn't
on
you
my
get a
picture.
photo with them?
I didn't realize they're wearing a backpack. I was
They might
like,
have
this is just
charged
some
you.
guy dressed up
I
as
wonder
like.
if they charge people for photos.
Probably not.
Maybe it was a knockoff. He was wearing a backpack. Elmo doesn't wear a backpack.
Well,
I mean, have you not seen?
I mean, if
Elmo?
Elmo
always
needs to
there.
get places,
I suppose he's got
Probably got his
belongings.
stuff.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my Elmo on the Run joke just went completely underground there. No one laughed.
wow,
I
what a
just want-
callback.
I know. I just want.
Wowzers.
I just wanted to bring it up again so
Sorry.
everyone did hear it and acknowledge it. 'cause
That's
I
the
thought,
best way to tell a joke.
I thought that was quite funny, and you guys kind of just breezed past it and ignored me.
Yeah. The one thing I've learned about comedy from all the comedy
We've
that
done.
we've done, it's that you call it back.
Well, I just
You just
didn't
gotta go
like
full
that
circle,
you get
yeah.
acknowledged, and I'm
And now you're
I'm,
just
I'm
still
gonna,
talking
I'm
about
gonna
it.
edit this tomorrow,
still
and then
talking
I'm gonna
about
have to relive it.
Yeah.
And
You can cut it if you want.
Very funny
no,
joke.
I can't
Alex.
cut it now. We've dedicated so much of the show to
Very
it.
funny
that's
joke,
fair enough.
Alex.
Thank you.
So yeah, I didn't realize that
Any other highlights?
Elmo was a thing. Disneyland was a big highlight.
Disneyland.
Disneyland was. I just started crying when I couldn't stop myself from crying. I cried when I walked
Because Mickey
in.
Mouse punched her in the boob.
I cried. I cried when I walked in, and then I cried when I walked into a store and I just saw like
The price on everything.
You want one of the hats you make yourself? $100.
Yeah.
when
Oh
I-
my god.
When I saw like the like just all, how much stuff they had all dedicated to Disney, and I just
Now I always mix this up. Is
I
it
just made it-
Disneyland or Disney World?
Land. World is over in Florida.
Actually, my favorite museum though that I went to was the National Civil Rights Museum in Memphis. It was in the Lorraine Hotel, which they rebought. It was the hotel that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in.
Mickey
when he
bought that
walked
too?
out, and they managed to renovate that into the National Civil Rights Museum. And you walk past his hotel room, like it was actually
That's pretty
really
cool.
That was very cool. A very intense museum though. And then you go across the street to the building where the assassin was, and you get to see from his viewpoint where he was. And that's also the part of the museum because they talk about conspiracy theories and the person who shot, and they
Where did JFK die?
he died in Austin.
That's-
in
I wanna go
Texas.
there. I
He was
wanna
in
go-
Yeah,
Texas.
this is Texas.
Dallas.
I wanna
I think
hang-
like Dallas, maybe.
Dallas?
Dallas.
Yeah,
the only
that's
reason the only reason I know that is because Umbrella Academy Volume 3 of the graphic novel is called Dallas. And that's what it is about.
I kind of want to go there and just look at. Oh, that's
History.
where he died.
The grassy knoll.
Apparently they have like graffiti up on the grassy knoll saying like better shot from here. Like
That's funny.
There's like a whole thing there.
Yeah.
You know, comedy's subjective, but that's funny.
And yeah, any other massive like things you want to shout out? How was the plane?
Good
Plane
plane.
was pretty shit.
I hate planes.
Yeah,
They're
I
good.
really
they're
don't
good again.
like them.
I mean, they're good from getting you one place to another
I
efficiently.
had-
But
This is
No
actually
leg
this.
room.
You're in a very like particular situation right now. There are so many people around the world right now who are like, man, aching to get back on a plane and fly somewhere and travel.
You did it.
It's
You did
a
it.
novel. Yeah, yeah.
How much are people going to be so disappointed when they get back on a plane?
planes are shit.
Oh,
they're
it's
overhyped.
It's just.
I'm
It's
sick
not
of the-
even good. Like walking in, you're just like, oh, that's right.
I remember.
Yeah, you're walking down the aisle, it's cramped.
Walk
You're
down
like,
You're
I've
walking
seen-
through first class, through
How long-
business, through premium economy. And
How
you
long
find
did it
Oh, they
take
heard us.
to have to?
They
Yeah,
heard
wow.
us.
right on cue.
How long did it take to feel like the air inside the plane was disgusting?
I would give it like maybe an hour.
Do you have to wear a
I think an
mask on the
hour.
plane?
Good.
Yes, you have to wear a mask on the
The
plane.
entire time.
17-hour flight.
It was 13 hours.
13 hours. Oh,
That's still a
time
lot.
differences, eh?
Yeah. So it was pretty shocking, really.
That's another joke that got I'm done.
What was
Done.
that?
I said time zones.
No, I
and that.
heard that one.
I said time zones and that because she corrected me. I said 17. she said-
It depends on which way you fly.
I was just like,
You go that way, it's longer. You go that
I'm
way,
fucking
it's
sick of this.
shorter. Do you want to talk about an old movie?
No, I'm funny, man.
Sound
Yes.
like a washed up comedian.
You are funny.
I
It's
swear
okay,
I'm funny.
Alex. We think you're funny.
yeah, thanks.
You give us a giggle. You over there?
Classic
Callouts.
callouts.
I didn't watch the movies.
There was no sync issues.
Oh, you fucking
There was no sync
You're
issues.
really
on
dropping
that
the
one.
ball.
sync issues on that one.
Stupid.
Come on, that was funny.
It was funny. You're a funny bunny boy.
I just got it.
Come on.
That's
Fucking.
The French Connection, 1971, starring Gene Hackman.
Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the only other thing I've seen him in.
that's the only other thing I've seen him in.
Has he been in anything else, Joe Genie?
I had a look. He was in Mississippi Burning,
Oh, yeah.
but I
I've not watched
can't
that one.
remember if I've seen it or
I think
not.
that's on our list.
I think it might be on the list.
A message.
This was a true story. I think it's a true story, yes. It adapts a true story about an actual crime.
Oh, is it?
I believe so.
Oh, my God, it is.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see the last minute of the
No,
film.
I didn't watch the last minute. What happened? Did I tell you? Like this?
That's
is
just
what
a
happened.
revelation.
No, so okay, so I'm going to give you the ending of the film right now. So the ending of the film, they're like chasing him down. Did you get into the warehouse?
I'm going to show exactly where I'm at. I'm
Okay,
gonna pull
cool.
up Disney Plus on my phone.
Because when they get into the
Sponsored by
warehouse
the mouse. What?
and they're searching for him, it literally he turns the corner.
7 minutes left.
Oh, okay, so you might have gotten up to the warehouse, maybe. Like
So-
they're like just chasing him down right now.
This is what I'm up to.
Okay, let's have a look here and see how close Alex is to the end of the film. Oh, he waved to him. You just got to the wave.
Yeah.
He did a little wave. So then he drives away. They have.
I'm going to watch it while we
Okay,
explain
cool.
this.
He goes into a warehouse. They shoot up the warehouse a bunch. And then they go into there. It's very tense as they're searching for him in there.
A lot of cars.
He goes into a doorway and like turns a corner. And then all you hear is a gunshot. And then it fades to black.
Oh.
And then it cuts
The
to
cliffhanger.
still shots of the characters telling you what happened to them. And like, so
Oh.
this person got arrested for this crime. They did this much time. or
Yeah.
like this person was never found
Yeah.
and is thought to
So
now
they
be
run
in
it
France.
into the door.
Yeah, so they run into that warehouse, they do all that stuff.
This guy's
anyway,
jumped off.
this is a film about a crime escapade in the 60s in which two detectives...
Narcotics
detectives in New York City, well, in like Brooklyn and stuff. They are undercover trying to bust this narcotics ring. That's the whole movie. That's it. It's purely about... If you imagine what undercover cops do in like movies and stuff, when you get like one scene of a cop going undercover.
I like
It's a
Roy Schneider.
whole movie of that.
So if they are ending the film with shots of the criminals and what happened to them, kind of that when you said that, it reminded me of like a Stand By Me-esque type thing. So are we on the side of the cops?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're following the cops. This is total 100% propaganda.
Propaganda.
No,
All right.
it's not propaganda.
That's clever.
It's a 70s film. So like, you know, you get Gene Hackman dropping the N word at the start, and it was not a great. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Harder.
But that was it. It actually opens with like a guy just getting fucking shot in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
There's
70s
heaps of
blood.
It was just so vibrant.
It's so red and
And then it just cuts away, and it was just like, what the? And then I looked and saw that it was R rating. It's about tailing people and watching people walk and then drive.
I was just like,
But
And
like
they-
even in the middle, I was like the stresses of this job because they can't figure out what this ring is. They like start just throwing accusations out, pretty
Yeah.
much like doing everything they can, like to
Boca, B-O-C-A.
try and just like find him.
So is
Yeah.
it good? Any good?
I liked it.
Well, I mean, I thought it was done really well considering...
Won a lot of Oscars.
Won a lot of Oscars, especially considering the budget. I read a lot of the IMDb trivia while I was
Yeah.
watching the movie, if you can't tell. We've been greeted by a doggo.
Oh god.
Hello,
Watch out!
big
Watch out
doggo.
for the tail.
Big doggo. Oh, boy. Oh, she's come over for her food, but her food's there. Oh, is that okay?
I think he'll be all right.
Sweet.
We put it up high so the other one can't eat it.
Ah, clever. Small dog, big bog. Big
bog.
I'm good at the podcasting. I think my favorite scene in the entire film, other than the award-winning car chase scene where he's chasing the train,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like it's dangerous as hell, and he's like knocking shit over and everything.
I want to say that whole thing, like that whole subway chase, was probably one of my favorite bits.
That whole sequence is fantastic.
I just want to say we have 3 cameras. You're not sneaking by. They've got you.
Yeah, no, Alex can definitely cut to
That
Michael's
one's
over
got you.
here.
You're in it.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, don't worry. It's all good. Hey, first episode back. Why not?
Oh, I have one.
You're okay. I was like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, you're off.
I'm
Thank
good.
you.
No, thank you.
We just wanted to save you the hassle of having to crawl all the way over all these cables and cords and stuff. No, my other favorite scene, other than that massive car chase scene, which, I think won them huge awards and got them in super duper trouble with like the LAPD, the NYPD, and like the traffic organization in New York and everything, because they did half of it like super illegally. Like they did not get permits for stuff and everything.
Yeah.
I was reading the IMDb trivia is really interesting. My other favorite scene was really early on when they go to like a regular like bar that they know is like full of like a bunch of black people who...
Oh, is that when they get them up against the bar?
Everyone up against the wall and stuff.
Makes a
That
little cocktail
scene
full of their
started,
drugs.
And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this feels like this scene's going to go
Is
real
that,
bad.
is that the one where he takes like, the
Informant.
dude into the bathroom?
Yes!
And it's like...
Because that
yeah.
part turned me around on that entire scene. That entire scene, I was sitting there going, fuck. And then the second the informant comes out and everything,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh, God, this is going to be so bad. And then the second they close the toilet door, he's like, hey, man, have you found anything? It's like, oh, thank God, this is now cool as hell.
Yeah.
So it won 5 Oscars.
Damn.
It won Best Picture, Best Leading Actor for Gene Hackman. It won Best Director, Best Writing and Screenplay, and won Best Film Editing.
Wow.
And Roy Schneider got nominated. I like Roy Schneider.
Yeah.
Roy Schneider, is he in this too?
Yeah.
It's good.
Wow.
He's from Jaws.
I think it was really well done, especially considering it's on like a stupidly low budget. Like
It
apparently,
felt it too.
It feels
It felt like gritty. and like,
in the subway station sequence. There's a dolly shot, which isn't a dolly shot. It's not on a dolly because they didn't have the budget or the permits to
use
actually be able to film in there. So they're doing it real run and gun.
I did really have to giggle at that, like them
And-
just jumping on and off the
So straight
subway.
up, there's a dolly shot where they follow him, and then it there's a severe jolt as the dolly shot goes from being this smooth dolly shot to like the camera kind of moves up a bit, and it's because they're pushing along the cameraman in a wheelchair.
That's great.
And then the cameraman has to stand up to continue the shot.
That's fantastic.
It's really fun if you want to watch it for like real run and gun filmmaking.
How long does it go for?
Hour 45.
Yeah.
Hour 40.
Length?
Perfect.
Yeah,
result.
we've had some quick ones in
Had
the
some
past few
good hour
weeks.
45ers.
It was yeah, I really enjoyed that whole element. One of the other fun trivia things I found out was because I was confused as hell by why they did it. At one point they're driving along and he's like, all right, time to go to work. And they pull out a straw hat and they throw it into the back dashboard of the car. It's real random. And like they kept it in the movie. It's like, what the fuck was that? They never explain it or anything. Apparently, this is from the cops who were on the case originally, and like they learned all these things from these undercover cops who they like followed and stuff.
Yeah.
And at one point, I think Gene Hackman said that he had to like help someone who was resisting arrest and like had to like help hold them down, and he was worried he'd get sued for impersonating an officer. But no, they throw this hat on the back dashboard of the car in the back windscreen. And apparently that's a thing that, like, in New York, like, undercover cops, when they were on duty,
So you knew
would throw a hat.
So they
into the
knew it
back,
was an undercover
so
cop
that other
car.
cops would know that it's an undercover cop car.
Yeah.
And that was like
cool.
a thing that they had. As
That
like
makes
a secret
sense.
code.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It's very much like exactly what you would expect from an undercover cop
I gave it a
movie.
4, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3.5, 4.
I think I'm sitting around a 3.5, 4. But yeah, there was definitely parts where I was like, this is aged.
We got the wheel.
But the wheel.
The wheel is back.
I also need to reset the cameras because that's something that I need to remember to do now.
Oh my god, he does. So fun fact: when we doing when we've been when we're doing this, we did pull Casablanca halfway through when you were gone,
No.
and we decided not to watch it because we're like, that's gonna heartbreak.
That'd be
It's
mean.
gonna destroy you.
Just
We were actually nice to you for once,
And we said, you know what? We'll spin it again. We got Psycho.
kind.
So,
which made me happy. So.
That did make, and that's like the one I'm probably least excited to. So you'll watch Psycho.
Yeah.
yeah,
Is that a good one?
it was a
Yes.
great one.
Great one.
episode, Steph.
What's
Yeah,
the episode?
I should.
What did we watch while Steph was gone? We watched Psycho. We watched The French Connection.
So many white people say the N-word.
We watched
When?
Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles.
Oh. Why do I feel like I've seen Blazing Saddles?
I hope you haven't because
It was on the
approved
list.
for the list.
Never mind. Yeah.
All right, we're spinning the wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Hey.
Yeah, Steph, if you ever want to watch like the most amount of N-bombs dropped by white people in a film,
Oh,
it was written by Richard Pryor.
Oh, okay.
we got Rear Window, Hitchcock again.
Oh, Hitchcock.
okay.
Again.
Hey, it's our third Hitchcock one.
This is the
Literally, the
Simpsons
two
one.
ones have been
That's all.
some of my favorite ones we've watched so far. So I'm
Number
excited for this.
3. And then I think we got one other Hitchcock one on there at the moment.
I'll
Very,
come back
very
on the
nice.
show when you pull Casablanca.
We're not going to tell you when we pull
Don't
Casablanca.
do that.
We've given you your one and done.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to become a Patreon, and then I will like get to tune in and like watch the shows with you, the movies
Listen
with
and
you
be
guys.
like,
and stuff.
See, you're saying this on camera, but absolutely, you should.
I promise I'll be a top tier patron. You guys have to shout me out
'Cause
every show.
if you-
Hi, Jai.
Are you going to do that for like just to get under our skin?
don't know if I feel comfortable giving you guys money every month.
For this, you'll just be listening, being like, "Man, it's really going downhill."
You gave us money before.
I
you
did.
Came on.
I did.
We spent it.
I don't know what. Oh, did you?
Yeah. Not on you.
No, not on me. I'm like, I didn't see any of that.
Oh, we have a bit of fun here. Just a bit.
Just a
So
little bit.
Rear Window. All right, got it.
Rear window is a window that's rear.
rear.
You can buy it on
Window?
4K.
Damn, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah. I might not buy it. So
Might not buy it. Well, maybe if you enjoy it, you can buy it. We'll see how it goes.
la-di-da.
How many times have you seen Batman?
Seen it 3 times. I've seen
it.
the Batman.
I've seen The Batman.
Yeah, you
Twice
We,
now.
we ran into each other at the same. We went to the same second screening. Of the
I was going to
Batman.
take a funny Instagram story, and then the film started, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, we all walked in real late because it took 10 minutes to find a fucking car
it
park
was
at 1:45 on a
horrendous.
Sunday.
Oh my god, so busy.
TP.
So you went with Michaela.
I went. Michaela and I
Who'd
were
you go
like,
with,
"Hey,
Phil?
yeah,
I
let's
went with James.
Yeah.
go to the
Or Jim.
movies." And so as I was buying tickets, I was like, "Oh, some people have booked the tickets that the seats that Alex normally sits in." And then I didn't
turns out-
think anything of it. And then we're standing there pouring our drinks and grabbing our popcorn. and I start telling a story in which I say to Michaela, and then Alex thought, and then Michaela just stopped me.
What I think?
I can't remember what the story was that I was telling, but I was telling something.
I'm like Beetlejuice, man.
And I was like, oh yeah, Alex thought, and then she just stopped me and pointed behind me. I turn around, and who else do I see but the wonderful Alex?
That was me filling up my big drink of Pepsi Max because you need it for the film.
Oh, it's a long movie, but it doesn't feel long.
No, it doesn't.
We stand by that.
It feels its length, but it's not. That's not a bad thing.
It's full.
Yeah, it's full. It's a full movie. Like,
Rich,
I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't feel 3 hours because it does. By the end of the film, you feel it, especially on your eyes. You feel like you've been looking at the screen for 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's the thing, like, because it is a film you're glued to, so...
The pacing is very good, but you are aware 3 hours are gone. But there's not one moment in... Like, even watching it for a third time...
Still nothing you cut out?
I was waiting for the... Oh, fuck. We got to get through this to get to this to get...
I was going to say, Michaela came out of that movie having watched it for the first time and was like... The entire time knowing how long it was, she was watching it avidly thinking... I wouldn't cut that scene.
I wouldn't cut anything. And rewatching it, to me, it wasn't, we're going to get through this part, so we get to that part at the end. And I really like that part at the end, but before we get to that part, we're going to get through this part. There's not that. Every part's great.
Every bit is really, really good.
It's all, like, worth it, and
there's only one scene I cut. And only one scene, because it doesn't feel like Matt Reeves wanted to do it. It feels like WB wanted to do it. And that's with the character at the end.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
And I would cut that.
I'll see if I can point it out. I'll see if I can pick it out.
You can pick it out.
Trust me, you'll know.
All right.
You'll know. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It just feels like, that feels like something they would have wanted from a
But
corporate
other than that,
level.
he stated that this is the film he wanted to make, and they let him do it. Hey, isn't that funny? The last two movies, Warner Brothers have let their directors have full creative control, have been two of their best movies in the year. I've already stated to a few people, I think we've already had this year a movie that's better than any other movie last year.
Damn.
I think this is better than anything else that came out last year. It's my favorite Batman film.
It's also my favorite.
Yeah, I'd have to say I haven't watched, especially the older ones, but I haven't watched any.
Knight.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's better than The Dark Knight, but I'm gonna say that I'm watching this before I watch The Dark Knight.
I'm going to sit here and tell you it's better than The Dark Knight because I wasn't a massive person on The Dark Knight. So
Yeah,
this is the best Batman.
this is hands down one of my favorite Batman things.
I would say I can
I'm
definitely say
excited.
over like the Batman we saw in Dark Knight, I'd prefer a trilogy of this Batman
Because I
it's
like-
not the high tech. And it's
I
it's
love
not
the gear.
he's
I
not
like
walking
Batman
around
Begins.
like being big.
I like Batman Begins too, Steph.
yeah.
That's
Also-
my favorite out of the Nolan
I also
trilogy.
like Batman Begins. It is also my favorite.
Scarecrow scared the hell out of me.
Scarecrow was
Yeah?
great. Oh, so
Dark
well
Knight.
done.
The Dark Knight Rises though, that can go in the bin.
Dark Knight Rises is in the bin.
In the bin. Did you hear that?
I
Zoe
can't remember
Kravitz?
what we rated it.
Zoe Kravitz.
I did see
did you
that.
hear about this today?
Oh my God, did you know this?
Zoe Kravitz got auditioned for The Dark Knight Rises to play Catwoman. They
She's too urban or something. What was it?
Oh,
her
too
skin
urban.
color. Her skin color.
Yeah.
Gross. So great. And now she's just proved them so
She was
wrong.
great.
She was fantastic.
She's a good Catwoman.
Yeah. Excellent Catwoman.
People want to cut one of her storylines with John Turturro. People are saying that they should have cut that, and I was like, I don't want to cut that. I really like that storyline.
Yeah, I really...
Love the pen. Colin Farrell. He's not even Colin Farrell. No, I had to tell James that he was Colin Farrell.
It's
Yeah,
so
really.
unrecognizable. It's
Yeah,
great.
because I watched the most recent episode of Hot Ones. He was on it, and obviously one of the questions was like, "What was it like being under all that? Did you
Like
was
makeup.
it like really freeing because you weren't worried about what you would look like?" And yeah, he was like, and he was worried, like, his facial expressions wouldn't come through, but everything moved, like the eyebrows and everything, and he had so much fun with it. He said like, they got it down to a T. 2 hours in the chair from like 4 hours at the start, and he loved it.
I don't
Good on
think enough people are talking about Andy Serkis though.
No, not enough
No-
people.
no
well,
one
I mean,
talk-
I wanted
he
to
was
see
also,
more of him.
My favorite scene in the film was him and Bruce talking by the hospital bed.
Yeah.
That was my favorite
real good.
scene in the film.
He
And I love,
crushes it.
people are complaining that this Bruce Wayne, he's not the playboy type. He's not like Christian Bale who'd walk into a hotel and be like, I bought the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's he's someone who's gone through a lot of trauma and his trauma's still with him. He is
the Batman. He's not Bruce
Bruce Wayne. And I was saying that this is more of a Bruce Wayne origin story than it is a Batman origin story.
Not to spoil anything, but it's just like a nice little like moment that really represents that. Michaela and I were discussing how it was a Batman movie, not a Bruce Wayne movie. And it's not about Bruce Wayne as a human being. It's
Called
about the Batman.
not the Bruce Wayne.
Right.
When it comes at the title card at the start and it's very quiet, Michaela's just like, yeah, Yeah, it's the Batman.
Yeah.
But no, the sequence where they're like, oh, the accountants are coming over for breakfast.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out the cipher. And then it's like, oh, the accountants are here. And then it just jumps straight
Not
to
about
that
that.
evening where they're still working on the cipher. Because it's not about Bruce Wayne talking with his accountants. It's about the Batman.
The only time he only uses Bruce Wayne when Bruce Wayne gets him somewhere that Batman can't.
Yeah.
Well,
When they go to the memorial.
Yes.
Because Batman can't get there, but Bruce Wayne can get him there, so he uses Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
But
so
like,
good.
I think,
But he's a shut-in. He's a recruit. He can't even look at. He can't even have light coming in through the house without putting sunglasses on because he only works nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the start, he says he's nocturnal.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. I think that's why I like it
Like
so
a bat.
much more than Christian. It's not that playboy, high tech, big baller sort of thing.
Bruce Wayne's in 3-4 scenes of the film. The rest,
Right.
he's all Batman.
Before we move off of the Batman, I also want to very
got my
quickly
quiz.
ask, have you been on rataalada.com?
I have.
Have you seen
countdown?
that it's now on a countdown?
Uh-huh.
Rataalada.com is an actual thing that they've done.
Oh,
It's a full-on proper website, and it's now it's loading, and I believe it now leads to a countdown and a cipher and a bunch
There's
of
a
other
cipher
stuff.
that says something's coming. You think I'm finished? I'm
It
not.
says it's not over yet, and all this other stuff.
But there was one where if you got all the rules right, you got the Thomas Wayne as a zip file. You could download the Thomas Wayne election video that the Riddler did
That's
in the
cool.
movie. You can watch the whole thing.
That's fun. Yeah, it's really fun. I love interactive shit like this. It's so
Good
like
publicity.
early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Are we ready for Alex's Batman? I just did a quiz.
Alex has
4
a Batman
questions.
quiz.
You can go for it. I thought some of this is really interesting information, though.
okay.
Cool.
All right. In the it's all multiple choice.
Okay.
We love it.
In the 2017 The Lego Batman movie, who voiced Selena Kyle? Was it A, Zoe Kravitz? Was it B, Michelle Pfeiffer? Was it C, Halle Berry? Or was it D, Anne Hathaway? Anne Hathaway.
I haven't seen Lego Batman in a long time.
Oh.
And I
seen
wouldn't. I
Lego
don't think I'd
Batman.
know this. If
What's
like,
interesting about this question, Braden?
I'm gonna say it's.
Well,
Zoe
I mean,
Kravitz.
they're all Catwomen.
Oh,
They've all played live action.
They've
Catwoman.
all played Catwoman before.
But who voiced her in the Lego Batman movie?
That's
who
a
came
good
back?
question. Oh man, I am gonna put my money on Michelle Pfeiffer. I think it's wild. I
I
think
would
it would
probably
be
said
crazy.
Halle Berry.
Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry.
I'd
Halle
agree with
Berry.
Braden. I reckon.
It's Zoe Kravitz.
Holy shit! Seriously?
I said that before, but I was like, no,
That's amazing.
she hadn't played it yet. That
That's
was
so good.
my only reason for agreeing with you is because she hadn't played it at that point.
Yeah. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, hello.
Ooh.
That's so fun.
Question 2.
I just have to hold it a little bit.
Which the Batman actor tested positive for COVID, resulting in a halt on production for 2 weeks? Was it A, Paul Dano, B, Robert Pattinson, C, Jeffrey Wright, or D, Colin Farrell?
What was B?
Robert Pattinson.
It's B for Batman.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Big brain.
Big brain, Braden, Batman energy.
I'll say. No, I don't know what I'm going to say. A.
Paul Dano.
Yep.
Okay. Braden?
I'm going last this time because I
Although we
went
just
first
had
this time.
A. We just had an A.
I'll go C.
I'm going to go
Jeffrey Wright.
B.
Braden's correct. It's B, Robert Pattinson.
I remembered the news, so I didn't want to say it first.
Robert
Fair.
Pattinson. Oh, you remember the news?
Yeah, I remembered seeing the headline.
All right. Which version of the Batsuit did Robert Pattinson wear for his screen test? Is it A, Batman Forever? B, Batman Begins? C, The Dark Knight / The Dark Knight Rises? Or D, Batman and Robin?
I'm just gonna go what Batman and Robin.
Get them nipples out.
I'll say The Dark Knight.
Braden?
I'm going to say Batman Forever.
So I'm going to give Braden and Michael both a point. I learned that after writing this quiz, it was the torso of Val Kilmer's Batman, but he couldn't fit his head into the cowl for Val Kilmer's.
Wow!
So they gave him George Clooney's cowl.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
brilliant.
That's so
That's
fun.
brilliant.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Look at us.
Hey, look at us.
Good job, you two.
So, who was Warner Brothers' choice for the Batman if Robert Pattinson didn't want the role?
Ooh.
Is it A, Adam Driver, B, Nicholas Hoult, C, Zac Efron, or D, Dylan O'Brien?
Oh, I hate all of them.
I don't mind
Actually,
Nicholas
no, Adam
Hoult.
Driver would be wild.
So I'm gonna go Adam Driver, but please tell me it was Zac Efron. That would be wild.
I'd like Nicholas Hoult, so I'm going to go for him.
Nicholas Hoult I really like, but I I honestly can't see him as anything other than Beast now. He was
That's
really
fair.
good as
That's
Beast.
true.
I
That's
really
very
liked
true.
him.
I'm
as
going
Beast.
Adam Driver.
Who was the other two?
Zac Efron and Dylan
I'm
O'Brien.
gonna go Zac Efron for the meme.
So Adam Driver, Nicholas
Nicholas
Hoult. Steph's right. It was Nicholas Hoult.
Oh,
Okay.
That would have been nice.
Look, the
Would've been
idea
really
of Zac
interesting.
Efron playing
Just
Batman
wild.
would have been hilarious.
Did you- crazy.
I was going to say just quickly there. Did you see? We were talking in the last. Oh no, mate. No, never mind. You know what? Don't worry about it. It didn't make it onto the show
that's
last
great.
time.
Good quiz,
Yeah,
Alex.
Thanks, guys.
Good
Well
quiz,
done.
Alex.
That's
Thank
actually
you.
a really good quiz. Like straight up, like real good quiz.
That was a good quiz. A lot of
What'd you do?
twists and turns.
I went, thanks, Braden, and hit the tips of my fingers
Wow.
on that.
Interesting information. Thank you, Alex.
God damn.
I thought the Zoe Kravitz one was super
That's a
interesting.
really
Yeah.
crazy
But
one.
like, that's the thing, because like when you said as you were listing them off, I was like in my head like, oh, betcha Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah.
But then in my head I was like, but she hadn't played it yet, so
Especially following the news of her saying that she wasn't allowed to play
The
it.
other
She's played it
in
twice now.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good on.
you go.
Good for her.
Speaking of the Lego Batman movie, I watched that this week.
How's it hold up?
It's good. I liked it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. It's fun. It's enjoyable. So the best joke in the film is when he's at like this mayor thing.
Yep.
Like he's Bruce Wayne's at a gala.
Yeah.
And the kid that plays Robin comes up to him. Robin comes up to him and he goes, "Hi, my name's Richard Grayson, but the kids at the orphanage call me Dick." And he goes, "Well, kids can be cruel nowadays." I thought that's the best joke in the film.
It's real good.
It's so funny.
That is great. Oh my god.
So yeah, that's a fun movie.
Yeah. Speaking of kids movies that do hold up, or apparently not, Steph, you watched a kids movie.
I did watch a kids movie.
Oh.
It was at my dad's,
Flush this
Sunday
toilet
afternoon,
down the- flush this opinion
and it
down
was a
the toilet.
choice between this movie with Mad Eye Moody and Diane Keaton, a rom-com.
You can say Brendan Gleeson.
I forgot his name.
You can say it.
Brendan Gleeson and Diane Keaton falling in
He
love.
who will not be named.
So I was like, do I want to watch this or do we want to watch Flushed Away?
And you just instantly
And
went,
Dad,
boom,
Dad wanted to
Flushed
watch
Away.
Flushed Away. And as we know, I haven't seen Ratatouille.
Your
I
dad
don't like
chose
rats.
Flushed Away
I don't like
over the
That's
Diane Keaton
such-
film.
I feel like I know so much more about your dad now.
I feel like I know less about her dad.
What
he
a
becomes
twist.
more mysterious.
What a twist.
He was on Flushed Away. And
Have you watched it before?
no, never seen
Oh,
it before.
okay.
I was like, this is the
I
one
saw
about
this in the movies
This
when I
is
was
the
a
one
kid.
about the rat.
Yeah.
Why the hell would
Hugh
I
Jackman.
ever
Hugh
want to
Jackman.
watch a movie about a rat?
It's got 74.
It's Hugh Jackman's.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. I don't even really like Hugh Jackman all that much.
Who are you and
As
what
a-
have you done with Steph?
I like him as a person. I don't really care much about when he's in things. Apart from Les Mis. Les Mis was good.
I mean, I feel like that was a harsh reality that Steph just brought to the podcast because I
Yeah.
feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
Hugh Jackman. Wolverine. All of them.
Yeah, Wolverine.
See, I was never hugely into X-Men. So already that's
Come on,
like a null
Logan.
and void.
Prisoners.
I'm like, Les Mis is good.
Prisoners.
Prisoners is actually pretty good.
Greatest
but like,
Showman.
I'm never like
Greatest
itching to see
Showman?
the latest
It's great.
Hugh Jackman
Reminiscence.
movie.
Come on. Hang on. You're not
What else
itching
was
to
he
see-
in?
You know, I've just never really been like. I think when I think of Hugh Jackman, I think
Pan?
of him and Ryan Reynolds having their banter, and I like that.
yeah, they're like-
But I'm never like, oh, Hugh Jackman's in it.
James
Can't
got a
wait.
Oh,
I've
Real
never,
Steel.
I've never thought that.
Oh, fucking real
You like Hugh Jackman?
I've never.
Real Steel.
I don't know. What that
You should
is.
watch Real
You
Steel.
should watch
Real Steel's great.
Real Steel is Hugh Jackman is a disgraced, not disgraced. He's just like an old retired boxing person, and then because boxing got taken over by robots, like mech robots,
Like a rock and
and
surf
then this
situation.
kid,
like my sort of movie.
this kid finds this robot. I don't. It's his kid. It's someone else's kid.
It's his
I think
kid.
it's his kid.
His kid shows up, and then he's got to take care of the kid. And the kid's like, "We should do boxing," and then they do boxing, and they have these it's a real beautiful movie.
Anthony Mackie.
So the whole thing is they box with the robots,
I
but
don't
like
know.
he
Apparently,
shadow
IMDb
boxes
says it is.
and the robot does it in the ring.
It's fucking cool.
It's great.
Watching
I think-
how all the other robots get like controlled, and then his is so like bare bones.
I
Yeah.
do like The Greatest Showman, but regardless, a
like
rat
The Greatest
movie,
Showman with
a
robots.
rat movie
Is it?
with like Hugh Jackman is
That's
not
a hot
enough.
take.
Hugh Jackman's not enough to sell me. All right, at the very least, on a rat movie.
Okay.
And so I was like, and then I see
What about
Kate
the fact that
Winslet
they're all
is in it.
pommy?
Yeah, see, I mean, like
You don't
just
like the fact
whole
that they
thing.
get on the beaters and they
The
come-
beaters,
the beaters,
beaters are the jet skis?
I didn't like the writing in this movie. For one,
You know
like,
the movie's got like it's critically acclaimed.
I'm well aware. Like I saw it, and then I was like, I got bored halfway through. I was scrolling my phone. And
Oh,
then I
this
was
is you.
really
You're the
just
3-star
listening
review
to
on IMDb, aren't you?
No, 2.5.
Should be junked. This
Oh.
is you. 3
I
out of
just
10.
thought like
Oh man.
I don't know. It just and I thought it was kind of clever. The idea of like wait for the halftime show because everyone's going to the bathroom to flush the toilet. I was like, yeah, it's not enough for me. I just didn't like it.
I think
just
you're
didn't
biased
gel
of
with
Rats,
me.
really.
I do think I'm biased
Brayden,
of
did
Rats.
you see this in the movies when you were a
Take my
kid?
review.
Flushed away.
Yeah.
I think so.
Take
Did you,
my
Alex?
review
I
with
did.
a grain of
I
salt.
did also had the PS2 game.
That's cool.
I don't think I did.
I
Well, I,
didn't like
remember
it.
seeing
And the
this as a
DVD.
kid.
Not exactly a high
and I
quality.
loved
It just
this
kind of
movie.
seemed like a not so good Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge sucks.
I like Over the Hedge.
I feel like, me personally, I think they're on par with each other.
See, I remember.
Over the Hedge is not a good movie, guys.
I've only
remember
seen
any
Over
of
the
it.
Hedge
Must
once
come
when I
down
was a
to
kid,
maybe-
and I remember bits of it, but definitely nowhere near as.
Maybe it
flushed
comes
away.
down to nostalgia because
Probably.
you guys all saw it as kids
Oh, Over the
and you
Hedge has
love
got
it.
good reviews.
Don't they break into a house?
Yes.
Yeah, Bruce Willis plays a
The cast in
Two.
Over the Hedge is bonkers.
There's a lot of people. Is there?
Do you guys ever watch Open Season?
No.
Fuck yeah.
I did remember Open Season, but Hoodwinked
That's
was
good.
ultimate.
Hoodwink was great.
Ultimate.
That movie looks like shit.
The
though.
only
does.
the only reason I saw Hoodwinked is because when I went to Queensland and at Australia Zoo, I won tickets to go see
you?
Hoodwinked.
Good on you. What a
That's
prize.
awesome.
Hoodwink, Hoodwink's a banger.
Hoodwinked is a banger.
banger.
The frog, the detective frog, love him.
God damn.
Anyway, so yeah,
Robots doesn't
look,
get talked enough about.
Robots is
Robots
good.
was my favorite as a kid. Like, that was one of the ones I watched
Fucking
all the time.
Robin
I
Williams
always
coming out
wished
here killing
I could
shit.
have.
Ewan McGregor
I always wished I could have one of like
playing
the
Rodney
marble.
Copperbottom.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was an actual toy set where it like actually had like the marble run and had the big spinny thing all the way down. I always wanted as a kid.
computer generated animation, like the really like computer generated animation, they really chugged those out.
I'm
during
watching
our childhood,
Robots this
didn't they?
week. No one can
Dude,
stop me.
Robots
Watching Bolt.
also had a fucking good PS2 game. Robots was a great PS2 game.
Yeah,
Shark Tale was bad though.
Shark Tale
used
stuff.
to love Shark Tale until you guys all bullied me for it, and then I rewatched it. And I was
And you're
like,
like,
wait,
oh,
this
this
isn't very
is so
good.
racist.
I was like, yeah, no, this movie really isn't very good.
What do you mean it's so race? Oh, Will Smith plays a
No.
fish with big lips.
the Rastafarian jellyfish.
Oh, that's right.
The Italian mob. It's
very
there's so
tropey,
much
very
stuff
trope.
in there. It's so much bad stereotyping.
But as a kid, I loved it because I had the DVD and you could race the horses. They had like, now you think about it, a betting game in the special, in the bonus features. Of,
Getting kids started young.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, Flushed Away just didn't do it for me. I will admit I am biased because I do not like rats, and I didn't like the whole idea of the sewer. Look, it was clever. The city built in the sewers, like it was clever,
just
cute,
to cap off the whole thing. Can you please watch Ratatouille this week?
I will watch Ratatouille this week. All right, we will finish my time on this show with me having seen Ratatouille as like the ultimate sacrifice and the Batman. And I feel like there's one other thing.
I like Madagascar slept on though. Not enough people
Madagascar's
like
great.
Madagascar doesn't have great reviews.
Madagascar doesn't have good reviews.
No,
Aw.
sad, isn't it?
But you know, it's like a cult
Bolt.
classic of kids.
Was Bolt
films.
good? I feel like Bolt.
I never watched
never
Bolt.
saw
I was
Bolt.
too old for Bolt.
Yeah,
I think just
you're
too
in
old.
year 5 when Bolt came out.
Nah, too cool for school.
I'm
was
11
really
now. We don't watch Bolt.
It's pretty much kids' films. So yeah, I will watch Ratatouille because you know I think I'm gonna like Ratatouille. I have a feeling. I do have a feeling.
Was it Bolt Miley Cyrus? Was it
Maybe.
Miley Cyrus in Bolt?
Yeah.
Didn't they have a song? There was a song that Miley Cyrus did for Bolt.
So the only
not
thing
The
I remember
Climb, right?
about Bolt was that it's
was it the
dedicated.
climb?
I
No,
don't
it wasn't the
know.
climb. The climb.
Miley
was
Cyrus isn't Bolt.
Ooh.
Damn, nailed it.
The only thing I remember about Bolt was that it was dedicated to John Travolta's son because he died
Fuck.
during the production of
Man,
Bolt.
just like
Did
in
John
Face
Travolta
Off.
have anything to do with Bolt?
He's the voice of the Bolt.
Just
What?
like in
Doesn't the
Face
dog
Off.
just like?
No, he
Bark?
talks.
No, he does talk.
Oh,
He does.
And
There's
John
also
Travolta
there's
voice
also a
comes out.
hamster.
In a
Hamster
little
that talks.
G-Force or something.
That was what was in my head as soon as you said.
Terrible.
I never saw it.
I never seen G-Force.
Didn't
I
you?
think that was the stage where I was getting a bit too old.
Tell you what. Well, I had younger.
I've never seen that
sister,
one.
younger
Did
cousins.
they make a sequel to G-Force?
I think they did.
Quick cue. Is it worth my time to watch Big Hero 6?
Yes.
Yes.
I still need to see it.
It's very
sorry.
good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I actually, it's funny that I've been thinking about watching that this week.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Might
actually,
have
yeah,
to
I saw it
organise
pop up
that.
on something. I was like, oh man, I haven't watched that in ages.
Yeah, I've been
I
itching to
saw-
watch Big Hero 6.
It's really
I
good.
watched.
It's secretly
I
a
saw
Marvel
something
movie,
and
but not
it popped up on a
MCU.
list. And I was like, oh, I still need to watch that.
All right.
It's a Marvel property.
We like Big.
Ah.
Yeah.
Big Hero
It's-
6 is real good. Real good.
Okay. All
It's
right.
animated.
Ratatouille, Big Hero 6, The Batman.
G-Force.
I don't know if I'll get time for
Y'all
G-Force.
should watch G-Force. It's wild.
It's
about guinea pigs.
No, the
And
song,
they are-
Boom Boom Pals from
Yep.
G-Force.
And
Black Eyed
that's
Peas.
from the trailer.
Did the Black Eyed
Yeah, it was
Peas
in the trailer.
make Boom Boom Pow for this?
I don't think they
for
did,
it,
but I
but
think it ended up
It was
tied
heavily,
to it.
heavily
Yeah.
attached to the trailer of G-Force. And they're because they're all spies. Their like guy at the desk, their computer guy, is a mole.
That's clever. That's comedy.
I just wanted to see
That's real
reactions.
comedy.
You know what movie I watched? I rewatched not like probably 6 months ago at this point, just because I was like, I remember watching this as a kid and it's something. There was aliens in the attic.
Wow.
I never saw
watched
that
it.
one.
I
I
used
only
to
ever saw
confuse that
shorts in
with
front
Monsters
of.
versus Aliens.
I remember
Well, one's
Monsters vs.
animated,
Aliens.
one's not.
My sister brought up Monsters vs. Aliens recently because for
It's
some
TikTok.
reason
It's on TikTok now.
Oh, okay. Because my dad
Made it to
always
TikTok.
references
TikTok found it.
Susan. My dad always references that.
The thing on TikTok for Monsters vs. Alien at the moment is when he's got the jelly he's doing in front of the guy.
Yep. That's right.
That's TikTok found that.
I only just made the connection the other day when they brought it up though. Is the fact that Monsters vs. Aliens is just them bringing back old school classic black and white monsters. Mm-hmm. I never made that connection ever, and then I was like, "Oh, it's the 50-foot woman and the blob,
The missing link.
and the missing link, being
Creature
from the Black Lagoon."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man."
The Cricket Man.
I mean, I guess I never would have made that connection as a child because I had no idea what.
I've
they
never
were.
seen-
Pretty sure Hugh Laurie plays the Cricket Man.
Yeah, that
Hugh
sounds
Laurie?
right.
Yeah,
House
it's-
MD? We were talking about House?
sounds right.
Seth Rogen plays the Blob. Of
Oh,
course.
he super duper does.
Speaking of Seth Rogen, there's a TV show on at the moment with him in it. It's Pam and Tommy. I spoke about it last week.
You did speak about it a bit. Is it wrapped up yet?
Nah, last episode this week.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow night, last episode.
Now, is that episode 6 or episode 4?
8.
7? 8. All right, I am not up to date with Pam and Tommy. I'm up to episode 5.
There's a talking penis in episode 2.
In episode, yeah.
Are you well aware?
I am well aware.
that
I've
sounds
seen.
about
I
right.
have passed episode 2. You said that it's kind of dropping off for you.
It did drop off a little bit for me.
I am loving it so far, up until episode 5.
It's the acting that holds it up.
Yeah, and just the transformation. I can't stop staring at Sebastian Stan.
That's Tommy Lee.
I love him as Tommy Lee. He is.
Does
His
he-
penis talks.
I was going to say, does he whip it out?
I don't think it's Sebastian Stan.
No.
Because it's very big.
And very animated.
It's very... And it talks.
Have you seen Tommy Lee's?
Yeah, I've seen the video.
Have you seen Sebastian
I think
Stan?
all of us, growing up with the internet in the 2000s,
We've seen the video.
we would have seen the video.
We've seen the Kardashian video. We've seen the Pam Anderson video.
No, I've seen the Colin Farrell video.
There's a Colin Farrell video?
There's a Colin Farrell video.
Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
I remember we watched it. We watched it.
You're meant to tell him when to stop.
Come on, this is just a belt at this point.
We watched it in high school.
He's
in class.
apparently on Channel 24's top 10 of Hollywood's most well-endowed men.
Checks out. I do remember that. IT class in year 11 or 10.
Like that? Sounds
Something
like
like that.
But an article from 2004 states that Colin Farrell explains that his penis is smaller than Ewan McGregor's.
But,
to know.
No one beats Michael
know that now.
Fassbender, apparently.
Huh?
No one beats Michael
Apparently
Fassbender.
Fassbender's got a hog.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
What the
Macbeth?
movie's called?
Macbeth.
No,
He hangs dong.
No, he hangs dong in another movie.
He hangs dong
what
in a
was it?
couple.
No,
It's
sorry,
about
Chris
him
Pine.
being-
I'm
if
thinking
it
of
was
The
that
King. Chris Pine hangs dong in The King.
No, Michael Fassbender's in
King.
this film about
It's a
he's like a sex addict, I think.
filth? No.
Yes,
Filth
I
is
know what you're
alcohol.
talking about.
And I watched it.
People say it's like...
Definitely not for that reason, because
He hangs dong?
He hangs dong, and dude hangs dong,
Yeah?
straight up,
Hung like a horse?
Dude is walking. There's a shot of him walking between the bathroom and another room in his apartment, and it's just this is absurd. This is just too much.
I feel bad.
It's cartoonish at that point,
That's got to be fake.
and then it's nah, straight up, that's just him. And it's
It's just consistent in all of his nudity scenes. But yeah, how do we get on to
don't
this?
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee's...
Yeah, Tommy Lee.
Sebastian
Have you
Stan's fake
seen
cock.
Sebastian? When he in the opening scene when he walks in and to start beating on Seth Rogen.
Who,
And
thank
he's
God
got
the
the
show
tat.
villainizes him as much as they do.
I hope so. Yeah, I'm just not on board with him at all.
You
I'm
can't be.
You're a dickhead.
Yeah. And the show
I
doesn't
get that
glorify
he was
him.
wronged, but I mean that's not fair. I really like. Because I think Pamela Anderson was really upset about the
She's
show
got her
being
own
made.
thing coming out now on Netflix.
She does. How very convenient.
What?
And I thought
You've seen a picture of Tommy Lee's dick?
Colin Farrell's.
Ah,
Oh, did you see it?
It's pretty. Yeah. I'd put it around
Your microphone can't handle it.
Yeah, no, the microphone kind of shat itself a bit. It was like, you're doing this on what?
We found a way to bypass the wall, the firewall, or whatever it is in school that lets you not get onto the fun sites.
What am I talking about
Braden,
now?
show me.
Yeah, just swing it. Braden, swing it around.
All right,
Swing your
now,
computer around.
now that you can't see it, it's the best part is
Actually,
Jesus.
I'll put my turn it around.
Oh, yeah,
and I'll
yeah,
see
turn
my
it
reaction.
around. Head at
the
this
best
point
part is
too.
I think it's for when he was filming Daredevil. Because
Bullseye.
He's bold. He's a big lad.
That's a big dick.
Oh, he's hung.
It's with some Victoria's Secret model.
Good for her.
Good for her.
This is not what I was expecting.
We watched
from
it in IT.
today's episode.
It was insane. Anyway,
I didn't do that course.
it was an all-girls school. You can imagine.
Of course.
But,
man.
so yeah,
I'm putting that in the show notes.
Pamela Anderson was upset
Colin Farrell's
that
dong.
the film was made, and I thought, yeah, fair enough, invasion of privacy. As a consolation, I like that they are showing her side of it.
Well,
and
that's
that
what
they're
I don't
showing,
understand
like-
why she's so pissed about it. Because Tommy Lee met with Sebastian Stan and they had a lot of interactions about it all, and Pamela just refused anything from Lily James. She didn't want a bar of him. But you watch the show, and it's not like
They're really
they're
showing
so
that
sympathetic to, and as
Yeah.
they should be, because they go through the whole storyline where Tommy's just this affects you as much as it affects me, and she goes, no, it does not.
Yeah, and I like that they did that. I don't know, maybe that wasn't the original direction of the show, or who
I
knows?
think the latest episode kind of she wasn't a great actress, and a big storyline in the show is that she's got this movie coming out that she's doing, and she's really excited.
Barbed
Wire, she's really excited to do it. And you go look up Barbed Wire Rotten Tomato, and I think it's got shocking. It's awful.
Yikes.
And so we follow the storyline. In the latest episode, they just have the premiere and the first reactions from everyone, and it's just exactly what everything says. People shitting on it. So maybe she didn't like that aspect.
Maybe it's like a
shitting on her
deep-seated
career,
idea
so-
that she wanted to be taken seriously as an actress.
That's what it is. It's like that. The whole that's her plot. That's her arc.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky when you're talking about invasion of privacy. It's like, when do you make allowances and not make allowances? Something like this, I feel like, it's out now. And if she's cashing in on it, then I feel less
Is she cashing in
guilty
on it?
about. Well, didn't you say she's got a thing coming out now?
She does.
So the way I see it, it makes me less guilty to be watching it as well. But I do like that they've kind of tried to make it as empowering as they could, I suppose, given. Yeah, but Seth Rogen's not glorified at all. But as soon as Sebastian Stan walks in, shirtless with that, what has he got? Mayhem tattooed on his tummy. I was like,
Nailed the Tommy Lee tattoo.
wish he just looked like this all the time.
You just want him to look like Tommy Lee.
I want him to look like Tommy Lee, but not Tommy. I don't like Tommy Lee.
No,
but
Tommy
I
Lee
like
now
Sebastian
looks.
Lee.
he's
Tommy
melted.
Lee's pretty greasy
I like
now.
Sebastian.
He's got the Al
Stan.
Pacino effect.
No offense, Tommy.
He does have the Al Pacino effect.
Tommy Lee has aged like he was the drummer for Motley Crue.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, it's all
that is
kind
the
of-
level
all the
that
drugs he
has
did
aged.
just caught up with him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
But I like
He
Sebastian
doesn't look like he
Stan
was
as
in
Tommy
Guns N'
Lee.
Roses, but he does look like he was in Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Guns N' Roses must have just had a curse against them.
Oh, dude, they look like walking corpses.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, rough stuff. Thank you so much, Jai Perry, for supporting the show.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Jai.
Thank you, Joe.
Love
Now
your
speaking of
You can support the show at patreon.com/Movie Talk.
rock bands, I saw the Foo Fighters movie.
There's the transition. Good work.
Good one.
So I saw it the other week.
You did.
You are the big triple
Saw
fan.
it on the last session possible.
Good work.
Oh boy.
What'd you think?
Well, this is my unofficial number one of the year. No one can change my mind. It is in no way, shape, or form a good movie.
Yep.
The Foo Fighters are rock stars. They are not actors.
Yep.
The thing is, because as soon as I got home from this, I watched the Dave Grohl's
Yep. Docos and stuff.
like the hot ones. Anyway, and he made a good point. The thing is, because obviously, what he said is he was laying down tracks for the 10th album they'll bring out, and he was sort of fuck it, let's do this. And he was in a creepy house sort of thing, in California.
That was
had,
where they were
rock
actually
history.
recording.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So, and he was like, let's just fuck around. But the thing is, for the longest time, they didn't believe in music videos to make money or push products or anything. So if you watch a lot of their older music videos, stuff for Learn to Fly, Monkey Wrench and all that, it is just straight out, they're just having fun. Learn to Fly, they all just act in it and they just play silly roles. Monkey Wrench, they're running around.
Which one's Futos? The Mentos ad.
Oh, that's Big Me.
Yeah,
they
that's a
crawl
great
through
one.
a cab and then it's just Futos.
It's great.
But Dave Grohl has so much fun with this movie. It had me in tears. I went and saw it with James. it had us in tears the whole time. Like back when we first got into Foo Fighters, back when we were in year 8, we watched this Foo Fighters documentary because they just brought out Back and Forth, the album. They brought out a documentary along with the same name, and it's sort of about them up to that point.
Yeah.
And in that, Pat Smear, when he first left the band, has like when he's first leaving, he goes like, "Rock on, guys, Foo Fighters," and he brings that exact same energy.
Yeah.
His squeals in this movie, especially in that when it's only him and Nate left, and they're under that porch, and Dave's foot just turns and he squeals. I was crying.
He is great. So now I can actually say I was really hoping that Pat was going to be like the final girl of like the horror movie. Like I was really hoping that they were going to give him this like final girl position where like he survives and like does all this stuff. But like what they do is hilarious. It's very stupid and wacky.
I think they probably didn't need the bit at the end with the record person. They probably could have said what he said in about 5 minutes and saved the big fight between them. Yeah. But all in all, it's good fun. It's such fun. You can tell Chris is the one that wasn't on board with it the most. And that's the part of his character as well in the thing, but like you can tell he was definitely not on board with it as much. But Dave
leans into it hard.
He leaves it, and like the whole thing of it was just so fucking wacky.
You can totally see. I can see Dave Grohl getting other roles in comedy movies now. Like I didn't
like Bill and Ted.
Well, I mean, like other than
it was
that,
in Bill and Ted.
Like I can straight up see him in like acting roles now.
But the thing is, wild. In that Hot Ones interview, he's like, "No, we're rock stars." Like it's
that's not what we do.
It's not what we do. I don't want this.
Fun.
I just want this to be its own thing.
Yeah.
That in like 5-10 years you can look back on and be like,
have a laugh.
What a time. But like hasn't become a continuous thing for them. Like they've just one and done thing just to mess around, have a bit of fun. But like the thing, like, and it was in the trailer. Like the trailer did spoil like
most
Taylor's kill,
because
with the symbol and stuff. But the thing from the trailer that I laughed probably harder in the movie is like right towards the end when like they're listing all the things from demonic possession, and it's just like, you know, like throw it like the throwing, and then it's like just levitate and Dave's just coming in.
They do the cutaways to like earlier in the week that they didn't see.
But like it's just Dave like floating like this ridiculous. Really badly and just floating back out. But like even when Dave was talking about it, he was just like, you know, it wasn't meant to be anything big. It was meant to be some low budget, just a bit of fun. And then the next thing you know, we have like, and he's just like listing off all the things, like all the crew that now all of a sudden they have like big proper cameras and all this. So it's like it was not meant to be that, but it just ended up that way.
Like they fucking got what's his name? The famous horror film composer. John Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
They got John Carpenter in the movie.
And he even rocks up.
Like he got in contact with him to be like, hey, do you want to do a cameo in our horror movie? It's a comedy and it harkens back to like your era of horror and everything from the 80s and 70s and stuff. And he was just straight up like, I'll do one better. I'll also do the theme. Like, it's like, you just got John Carpenter to appear in your film and do the theme? That's wild. That's good. But, so, like, it's super fun. Like, it's by no means a good movie. But it's a really fun, really long music video.
Yeah. I get that now.
Yeah.
Shame that their 10th album wasn't good. In which I didn't realize they had released. I thought what their 10th album is, I thought was another EP, because they did that Saint Cecilia one a while back. I thought this was another one, and then I finally listened to it, and I was very sad.
The last one I really liked was Sound City.
Sonic Highways.
Sonic Highways. Yeah. That was the last one I really liked.
But the song in the credits was from their 10th album, and I think that was about the only one I liked.
Yeah, because it goes fucking hard.
But all in all, it's number one.
But now it's time for us to talk.
Yeah, you guys can...
Always Sunny. I finally caught up and rewatched it all, and finally got to watch the last 2 seasons that I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen 14 and 15. Mm-hmm. And I think season 14 is probably one of the weaker seasons they've done.
All right. Which is the one where they start off in Ireland?
Season 15 is the newest one, and they spend the last half of the season in Ireland.
Oh, okay. Right. Gotcha.
But like,
that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
as a turn.
It's so funny because the first episode, they kind of deal with all the stuff with the pandemic, and it's so fun. They just like, they're telling the story to someone of like everything they've done over the past year, and they're just involved in anything that happened in through everything. Like Dee and Charlie made the first skin hats for the people who did the Capitol riot.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
It's just so funny. And
They're just involved in everything.
the whole time they're talking about their guy that they wanted to win, and like a part of you goes, "Oh, I hope they're talking about Biden," but they're probably talking about Trump because it's Always Sunny. And then in the end, they just reveal it's Kanye.
Oh my god.
I did watch a lot of It's Always Sunny during my because I downloaded a bunch
Yeah.
from Disney Plus for on offline viewing, and I watched it on the train. A lot of the train rides that I
Yeah.
took. So some of the best episodes. Moved to the suburbs.
I made my top 10 Always Sunny
Did
episodes,
you?
by the way.
All right, I'll have to make mine and send it to you. But Moved to the suburbs.
Do you want me to read them off?
Family Fight was another one.
Family Fight's
I
great
think
with
this is
Keegan Michael
definitely the
Kid.
next show I need to start watching.
So
really do.
my top 10 are there's no order at all.
Yep.
The Gang Dines Out.
Yep. Oh, that's another one. I watched that one.
Yeah, The Gang Misses the Boat.
Yep.
Hero or Hate Crime.
I watched that one as well.
Hero is brilliant. The Nightman Cometh is
The Nightman
amazing.
Cometh, yeah.
Sweet Tea Has a Heart Attack.
I don't remember that.
That's the one with Pepe Silva.
Oh,
where it's like
yes, the
bow.
Mount. Oh my God.
The gang desperately tries to win an award.
Yep.
That's great. The Dennis System.
The Dennis system.
If you're my list screams that I'm a Dennis fan.
Yeah. Oh, the Dennis is the best character in my objectively.
Charlie McDennis.
Charlie McDennis?
The Game of Games. Reynolds versus Reynolds, the serial defense.
Serial defense. That I watched that one as well. See, I think we've got a lot of the same episodes
Yeah.
because these are the ones that I downloaded.
Mac and Dennis move to the suburbs. And the gang goes to the water park.
Gang goes to the water park. So Gang buys a boat wasn't on there.
The gang misses. Oh no, I didn't put the gang buys the boat in there.
Or the one where they go on the cruise, the two-parter.
Gang goes to hell.
The Gang goes to hell. That's right.
They're great episodes. But just it's Dennis.
It's such a tricky.
So
yeah,
I'm rewatching the show with James at the moment, and he's showing me Schmitz Creek. I'm watching Always Sunny with him.
he hasn't seen it, has he?
Never seen it before.
I was talking with him about it recently, and
Dennis
I
is his
didn't
least
realise.
favorite character. But
gonna
Dennis
have
in the
words.
first 2 seasons isn't Dennis we got now.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know, we haven't got the golden god yet. We haven't got idiot savages yet. That's one of the best outbursts when it's the gang revives the rivalry, and he goes over to the college place and he talks about the kids beating him in flip cup. He's like, idiots, savages. We love Dennis.
Brayden, how much of It's Always Sunny have you seen?
I have not seen any. But I want to thank you for our incredibly clickbaity headline, top 10 Always Sunny episodes.
Oh yeah,
So thank you for that.
you're welcome.
Just like when you start watching it, the first episode, the gang gets racist.
Gang gets
right?
racist.
That's the first
The
episode?
first episode, the gang gets racist.
I might start this tonight. You
It's
know,
like
I'm committing.
It's like you're thinking. It's the idea of this guy walks in. He goes, "Oh, my brother. I'll get my brother to talk to. He's a black man."
Yeah.
And then Mac's like, "When you say your brother, do you mean your brother
Or your friend.
Oh my
and then
god.
he's like, I mean, like, I think it's his friend or whatever he's talking
Yeah.
about. And then all this stuff happens. They go to a college campus, and there's this African American woman who's trying to chat up Charlie or whatever. And it comes back around that he's using this girl to impress someone else, and she gets offended, and they're like, all right, we're going to do this. This girl comes in. The guy at the beginning finds out. He goes, "That's my sister." He goes, "Oh my god, that's my sister."
Yeah.
And then it's just the joke is, when you say your sister,
Okay.
is that he goes, "I mean, it's actually my sister."
Yeah.
And then, well, that's rich because you came at me before saying that I thought all of you guys were related, but in actual fact, that
You are related
Oh my god.
That's the very
First episode.
and that's not even thinking about like how's that
From
ass
season
feeling?
1, my favorite episode is the underage drinking one.
Yeah.
Because
This show.
Brayden, are you
bar.
going to watch it?
I mean,
you should.
I think you guys should watch a couple of episodes.
I'll definitely. We'll give it a go. I think it's on Michaela and I's list of things to eventually check out.
Yeah.
We
The
actually.
joke is that they're the worst people in the world.
we just started watching Euphoria,
Okay.
so we're like.
Heard
halfway
season
I
through
need to
two's not that
start
great.
that. I really want to start that.
I heard season 1's amazing. Then they did 2 movies in between the break, like 2, not movies, but like specials.
Like special episodes.
and they were good. They were great as well. But then I hear season 2 dropped off.
Okay.
dear.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're only halfway through season 1 at the moment,
I'd
and
like to watch
we went into it knowing that it's about dysfunctional teens, so like you can't help but sort of laugh and cringe at parts and stuff. But like the second it started, its opening was like both like shockingly like laugh out loud because it's taking itself so seriously, but at the same time is also telling a really important like message.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, it's also like the first episode's happening, and Mikhail and I like are watching it, and I just start going like, fuck, this is shot so well.
Oh, yeah, I know it's good.
Like film and cinematography and everything, fucking
So much
stand
I've
out.
seen a total of 5 seconds of this.
Zendaya is just doing an acting masterclass for half the entire like show. Like fuck, like we're actually starting to really like it, but it's still like these people are just cartoonish.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, but I think Charlie is objectively the best character in the show. He's the funniest. He's probably, if you do a survey of 100 people, he's the audience's favorite character.
Yeah.
He's the one I've seen the most of.
But Frank
from
is great
memes
as well.
and stuff.
Frank and Charlie as
Which
a pairing.
one's Frank?
Frank
Danny
is-
DeVito.
That's what I was going to say.
You won't meet him though until season 2.
Yeah, Frank doesn't pop up into season 2 because so the thing with season 1 is that they really fucked with him on season 1. If you watch the Always Sunny podcast too, it's amazing.
I've heard that's been really good.
Yeah, the newest episode this week was the best one they've done so far. They kind of Googled their height and to see, and like Glenn gets mad because Rob says Rob's the same height as him, but Glenn knows he's taller than Rob. And then they Google their net worths.
Oh my god!
And like
Oh
Charlie
my
says
God.
he's got 30 million. He goes, "Can I take that to the bank? Can I cash that?" Oh my god! I'm going to go home and tell Mary Elizabeth that. And Rob's higher, but they work out it's because Rob and Catelyn's have merged together.
Oh,
But yeah, so and like they're just like, wow, I'm poor and short, and Rob, you're rich and tall. So
yeah. I think I'd like you to watch some It's Always Sunny at Michael and or Braden, depending if you got time.
Chris brought me into that. Chris just nailed me to watch that.
Oh, did he get you to watch
Chris
it?
got me to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Chris is really into it as well.
It's Chris's favorite thing.
It's I think it's probably the best.
best sitcom.
It's the best sitcom.
I got asked what my top 4 favorite shows were, and it was Breaking Bad, How I Met Your Mother, South Park, and Always Sunny.
Always Sunny's up there. I'd probably say Arrested Development's up there for me too.
But quickly, with the first season, is that they got their 7 episodes and they fucked them. Like FX just put them at midnight. That was their time slot, and they didn't market any of the show. Wow. But people were still watching it. And so they said, we're going to pick you up for a second season, but we really need you guys to bring in an A-lister.
A big name.
Like a big name to bring the show. And they said, what about DeVito? And Rob McInerney was just like, oh, maybe, I guess. Like they're like, well, we know him. You can go meet him if you want. So he goes over to his house. And he's in there talking to Danny, and he kind of had to pitch the character on the spot because they didn't really have a character for Danny yet.
Ooh.
And Danny DeVito's daughter walks in, who's in high school, and he goes, I know you. You're from Always Sunny. I love your show, man. And then like she walks away, and Rob looks at Danny DeVito and goes, I got you. And Danny's like, yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
So it wasn't even sold on the role. It's just like the
Yeah,
daughter.
but Frank is one of the best characters. They're
Frank is-
all great,
They
except,
work together very well.
except for D.
I had
a bird.
I had my older cousin for the Christmas. Fuck's it called?
Dinner,
Kringle?
lunch.
Like Secret Santa last year, and on his list of things, it was like the wish list things. It was like that, something else, something else, something else. Life-size Danny DeVito cardboard cutout.
Did you get him a life size, Danny?
I tried to order one, but like it was way out of the price range for the Secret Santa, which was real sad. So I sent him a message. I was like, "Sorry, man."
But everyone should watch Always Sunny.
Everyone should watch Always Sunny. It is consistently
And Disney,
hilarious.
put those episodes back on.
We'll check it out. Oh, is there pulled episodes?
Yeah,
The
because
blackface episodes.
Ah, right. Yep.
but the whole point is how wrong it is.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
they're,
they're making fun of it
they're
about.
making Lethal Weapon.
They're making a new Lethal Weapon, and because one of them needs to play Danny Glover, Dennis
Rob.
just plays him as a white
Isn't
man.
it Rob?
Yeah,
Denny?
they changed roles. Remember, Dennis
Oh, that's
plays him
right.
as a
Yeah,
white
yeah.
man, and Rob's like,
That's
and then
right.
halfway through they just decide like Rob's playing. Oh, sorry, Max playing Murtaugh, and Glenn's playing. Fucking Dennis is playing Riggs, and halfway through they just swap, and Rob
And they're,
comes
like,
in with
really
full on,
Oh, Jesus.
like prosthetics and everything.
Oh my god! And they're like, "You can't do this."
Yeah, and the whole joke is how wrong it is, and
Yeah.
even the character point out how wrong it is. And then in season 14 they do The Gang Makes Lethal Weapon 7, and where they point out they said, yeah, no, that one got pulled. Like they mentioned the fact that it got pulled.
Okay,
Like,
that's
what about
pretty
The
fun.
Gang Goes Jihad? When
That's
they,
one. So The Gang Goes
These
jihad
titles are insane.
when they
one-
literally put tea towels on their
on the head
Oh,
and the hammer.
Fucking hell.
Because I feel like I need a weapon. Can we get a weapon?
I don't, guys.
and
I
they
don't
just-
know if this show's for
no,
me.
They
but the whole
just
point is that then they
start
watch.
saying-
Starting this
They make a
tonight.
jihad video.
They just to
And-
threaten they're threatening the guy who wants to
bought-
buy
yeah,
the bar or who wants to own part of
and
the
then
bar.
they watch it and they go,
we
can't do this.
They're like, we can't use this.
Okay, I mean, at least it's coming at it from that
So it's
perspective.
very self-aware.
It's having
like,
But
cake
one
and
of the
eating
best
it too.
moments.
They're very liberal people. The actors who play them are
Oh, yeah.
very.
I was going to say, yeah,
like,
they're all none of
they're
them are
great
like
people.
conservatives or anything.
Well, Glenn was anti-vax, and then he got sick. Not COVID, but this before COVID. He got very sick and hospitalized, and he
He
went,
seems
"No,
like he would be an anti-vax out of all of them.
Now
He's
he is
very
now.
health conscious
Yeah.
type.
He does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But the gang runs for office. They do a similar thing with Charlie, how he writes Glenn's office speech.
That's right.
So do, and Charlie's just holding it. Like, Charlie's illiterate.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he's like, just read what it said. He goes, but this is just.
It makes no sense.
My
He goes,
God.
me, good. Right, like, I run for office. And then Charlie's sitting with the camera filming him, but he's also mouthing along. It's so funny.
My
It
God.
is hilarious. It's
Yeah.
the funniest. I definitely think it's the funniest show.
That It's
on
the
TV.
South Park. It's like the live action
Live
South
action
Park.
South
I
Park.
was going to say, I thought you were going to say it's the South Park of TV.
It is.
Watch it and let me know what you think, Michael.
Okay.
We love it.
No.
And with that, that's been I would say,
Hefty episode.
a hefty episode of MMT, Millennial Movie Talk, a movie podcast, where we talked a lot about TV shows. I mean, that's just,
And-
it comes with the territory.
CGI animated kids films.
Damn straight,
And
every
penises.
time. And penises.
A lot of dicks.
Lot of dicks.
A lot of penis talking.
That's okay.
Yeah. If you want more of that, you can support us at patreon.com/movie talk. You won't get any special pictures. Sorry.
And maybe if you ask nicely.
It's only going to be Colin Farrell's, though.
I was going to say, I have to reach out to each of you guys directly to ask for it.
Yeah, nah, ain't happening. Unless the pay's good. Follow us on your social media service of choice. We don't really choose one, so go for it. Subscribe on YouTube.
Dealer's
and
choice.
follow us on your podcast service of choice. If it has a review function, leave a review.
If
We'd
it doesn't,
appreciate
go to one that has a review function.
Yeah,
leave a review.
If you listen on Spotify, they also have a review function now. But if you want, also go be a lad and go over to Apple Podcasts and leave a review over there.
Only if it's good.
No, we take your bad ones, but we'll
I'll
just
take any
delete
kind
them.
of review.
We'll delete them.
Yeah, we can take
Oh,
any.
okay,
I'll
fair
take any.
We can delete them.
Oh, hey, we take what we can get.
All right.
But give us money. That's the most important thing.
We'll take what we can get. And as always, I'm Braden.
I'm Alex,
Michael.
I'm Steph.
and we're out of here.